Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Let's have a look to see the messages that you need to know at this present moment in time. You know that by now that we really dive deep into this reading to really give you all the information that you need to know, okay? So we're going to start off as usual with our oracle cards to see what the messages that are wanting to open up this reading for us. So the first card that is coming up, you're receiving our card that is telling you that it is important to activate your hermit mode, okay? For some of you, the divine is saying that you've been called to activate this hermit mode for a reason, and that calling has gone unnoticed. You've ignored, for some of you, you've ignored this calling that is here, and now there's a feeling of feeling isolated. So you could be seeing that maybe you're losing friends, you're losing families, or maybe there is just like unnecessary arguments that are just coming up for no particular reason. The divine is saying that this is important because the divine wants to start purging and releasing and removing people that don't belong in your future. People that have served their purpose. And if you keep on holding on to these people despite the toxicity that they bring, despite the drama that they bring, guess what happens? They start sabotaging your growth. They hold you back. They will start making fun of you. They will start making you second guess yourself about your talents, your abilities, your hopes, your dreams, and where you're wanting to go. So the divine is saying, start taking note of the people who, when you tell your dreams, your hopes, they sort of like, I don't know. Do you think you're being too optimistic maybe? Do you think you're being too... And then what happens when you go away? You start overthinking your plans. You start overthinking and doubting yourself. So the divine is saying that it is important for you to activate this hermit mode, because if you don't activate it voluntarily, this is when things happen almost by force, because the divine is saying that it is graduation time for most of you. So keep on wanting to stay in primary school when it is time for you to go to secondary school, when it's time for you to go to the next level, okay? It is time to accept the growth, and it is time for you to say goodbye to even the people that you care about, even the environments that you care about, but you know that deep down in your heart and in your soul that you are meant to achieve bigger things. And if you stay in the same groups of friends, in the same circles, you know that you're not going to be growing. Let's be honest, okay? So the divine is saying that it is important for you to understand that when you're starting to grow, when you're starting to level up, this is when people start acting the fool. This is when drama starts to come. When you start moving and when you're starting to shift and elevate your situation, take note of these people, okay? Because usually this is a clue to tell you that you are now on the cusp of something great. You are now on the cusp of a new chapter starting to open for you, okay? So it is important for you to understand this energy that is here. So like I already told you, we spoke about maybe people acting the fool. We spoke about people maybe doubting you and planting seeds of intention. The divine is saying that if you keep on staying in these same circles, some of these people could even start sabotaging you. Not necessarily because they're bad people, but deep down in their soul, they know that greatness was written for you. Deep down in their soul, there is just something that disturbs their energy, and they start sabotaging your hopes, your dreams, your finances, even your health. So this is why the divine is saying you are being isolated for a reason. You're being removed from these people for a reason. And it is important for you to start noticing who is trying to make you doubt your abilities, your dreams, where you're wanting to go, and start distancing yourself from these people, because literally these people will kill your dreams. Literally these people will poison your mind so that you start doubting yourself. But that's okay, because the divine is saying that it is important for you to realize that karma will come and deal with people who are standing in your way. These people will start tripping up themselves when they're trying to get to you, because you've distanced yourself, because you've removed yourself. These people, for some of you, what I'm hearing is that they use you almost like a battery, like an energy source. these people are energy vampires. And the reason why they need to plant seeds of doubt in your mind is because they want to keep you in a box. They want to keep you close to them because they know that when you're close to them, they can start controlling you through manipulation or through emotional control. So be very mindful and be very careful of the people who always make you feel less than your dreams, less than your greatness, less than what you feel deep down in your heart and in your soul that you're capable of, okay? So let's get and move on to the next card and see what else is coming up. The divine is saying that, listen, Capricorn, like I've always been saying in the readings, last 5 readings, the last 6 readings, or even more than that, I've been saying to you that you have been through it. Life has put you through a lot. Challenges, obstacles. Life has put you through a lot. And yes, it sucks. But at the same time, the divine is saying that you need to understand that you are going to feel empowered when you start your healing journey, because you're going to be looking at all the obstacles, all the challenges, everything that has happened in the past in a different lens. You're going to be looking with understanding, and you're going to be looking and understanding that everything that happened, even though it was difficult, even though it was painful at that time, it actually made you stronger. And I know that not everyone wants to hear that, but the divine wants you to understand that challenges, when you are victorious, when you overcome them, this is what they do. They strengthen you. You know, it is like everyone wants to be a diamond, right? They want to shine. They want to have value. They want to be unique. They want to, but rarely does anyone want to get cut to become that brilliant diamond. Rarely does anyone want to go through the pressure of becoming a diamond, because diamonds have to go through immense pressure so that they can become strong. I think we underestimate the strength of diamonds. So the divine is saying that equally, you have been put through a lot of pressure, challenges, you have been put through a lot, and everything that has happened to you is making you and has made you into that diamond. And for some of you, you are those diamonds, but you still got those rough edges, and it's time for you to step up so that you can get cut, so that you can get refined, so that you can truly shine and really start to be valuable. Because when a diamond is retrieved from the ground, it is not as valuable as when it's actually polished, when it's been made into that jewel, into that ring, into something. Raw metals are never really as valuable as the final products that they become. So the divine is saying that if you still feel that you've got so much value you want to give, but you haven't refined your skills, you haven't refined your talents, you haven't been willing to get cut, the divine is saying it's time for you to step up, because you're going to be thankful, because now you're shining so brilliant. Now you can really see the value, and you can now understand why you went through so much pressure. Okay, so for some of you, it is important to start your healing journey, because your healing journey, what I'm hearing, is going to bring understanding to everything that you've experienced up to this point. Your guides and your ancestors are wanting you to understand, Capricorn, that even though you've gone through challenges, and even though there will always be challenges, it's okay. When it's all said and done, your guides and your guardian angels have always been watching over you. They have always been protecting you. And it is important for you to remember that no evil can touch you, especially when you are in communication with your guides and your guardian angels, because they'll be telling you when to duck, when someone is trying to hurt you, when someone is trying to throw arrows at you, throw daggers at you. They're able to see life from a higher perspective. And because they're able to see life from a higher perspective, this is when they're able to give you instructions. And it is up to you to take note of those instructions. Okay, let's get one last oracle card, and then we're going to be moving on to our tarot cards. So what you're receiving, the divine is saying that for some of you, you are on a journey of greatness, okay? And it is important for you to realize this, because for some of you, you are losing faith, you are losing hope, you're becoming bitter, you are just becoming like that person who truly feels sorry for themselves because life is not going in the right direction, because life is not easy. But deep down within you, there are so many gifts and talents that you are not seeing. So the divine is saying that inside of you, okay, when you're being refined, like that diamond that I was talking about, you are going to start revealing a lot of talents, a lot of skills. You're going to shine like you don't even know that you're going to shine. So the divine is saying that there's a lot that you're currently not seeing. So don't feel sorry for yourself, but understand that you are built different. You are built like that diamond. You are coming into this life, and you came into this life with the capabilities of going through a lot of pressure. Other signs would have buckled and died by now, but for you, you are different. So the divine is saying there's a lot that you're currently not seeing, connected to the journey that you've gone through, connected to the suffering that you've gone through, that is soon going to be revealed to you. Okay, so let's get our tarot cards. I used these tarot cards, I think, yesterday in yesterday's reading. If you haven't watched yesterday's reading, I would really appeal to you to go and watch that reading after this, because there was so much great information in that reading. Someone asked what this deck of cards are called, and usually I don't keep the boxes because I'm always using my cards. So I had to go and hunt and search for these cards, and the name of these cards is called, I had to write it down, Tarot of the Divine. So these cards are called Tarot of the Divine. They do not come with red edges. I painted the red edges myself. I always take time to connect with my cards, and how I connect with the cards is painting them. Same with these tarot cards. I know people are always like, I found them, but they're not green. That's because they didn't come green. I painted them green, okay? So let's get our tarot cards and see what is coming up. As I'm getting your cards, please do remember that we have our candle magic ceremony that is going to be happening on the 1st of August. Okay, so on the 1st of August, we're going to be coming together. We're going to be doing our candle magic ceremony to bring in the good things in life. I am inviting you to that ceremony. If you feel called to come and join, please do. All the information that you need to know is linked in the description box below. I also offer other candle magic ceremonies, other rituals like banishing ceremonies, return to sender ceremonies. If you feel that you've just got blockages, you've got hexes maybe, we do spiritual cleansing ceremonies as well. So there's a lot that I cannot just go through all the different things that I do. Everything that you're gonna need to know is on my website, and my website can be found in the description box below. There are honey jars as well, and I know that a few of you were asking for love honey jars. These are going to be coming soon, okay? So let's have a look to see at the bottom of the deck of what you need to know right now. This card came up yesterday, okay? And so what you need to know right now is the divine saying to you that embody that energy of excitement, that teenager-like energy, okay? Because remember, you are that diamond, and you are meant to shine. You're meant to be brilliant. And all the obstacles and challenges that are there, every mountain that you're climbing, every time you're elevating, you are becoming more valuable. So it is time for you to understand that there is gold that is within you. So it is time for you to not feel sorry for yourself, and let all the opportunities that are going to be coming towards you start flowing in when you step up, when you accept that you are that diamond, and when you are willing to be cut, so that we can truly see your brilliance. Every step, every challenge is purifying you. You are like that pure, rare diamond. The divine is really wanting to tell you that, because it is an important reminder. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be seeing what is here. And Capricorn, from what I can see, you have really nice energies that are here. I can't remember, but I think that the 7 of Swords came up yesterday. This is really the only sort of like challenging energy that is here. The divine is saying that it is important for you. First of all, it came after the Start Your Healing Journey card. So it is important for you. Honestly, these nails are nice, but you can't do anything with them. But I still love them though. So clarifying the Start Your Healing Journey is the 7 of Swords. So the divine, again, Capricorn, is saying to you, greatness was written for you. You are the diamond that is rare, that is valuable. It is important for you to start your healing journey. And when you start your healing journey, you start seeing life in a different way. You start seeing your life and your challenges in a different way. For some of you, the divine is saying that you have started to deceive yourself, that you cannot get to the top of that mountain. You have started to doubt your abilities. You've started to over-identify with all the challenges and the struggles that you've been going through, that you're starting to activate this energy of the Seven of Swords, where you're deceiving yourself, where you're lying to yourself. How? Through you feeling and starting to believe that you are never going to get to the top of the mountain. You're starting to doubt your abilities and you're starting to dim your light. The divine is saying, step into the truth of understanding that that's right. You are the diamond. You're built different. So it is important for you to understand that your astrological chart was created with the capabilities of you being able to withstand whatever pressure, whatever challenges that are thrown at you, because you're understanding that greatness was written for you, and to be great and to become that, like that skilled leader, that emperor, to become the queen of your castle, the king of your castle, and to maintain your power, to maintain the dignity of your castle, because you're the ruler, right? And as you're the ruler, the success of everything that is around you is dependent on you. So you are not feeling sorry for yourself, because you're remembering that you're being refined for a role that is fit for royalty, because you are royalty. Okay, so you received our Wheel of Fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune card is here saying to you that things are going to start changing for you. Lady Luck is going to be walking with you. Your guides and your ancestors are beating the drum, and they're saying that, hey, come this way, come this way. Don't go that way, because if you go in that direction, you are going to be getting caught in a web of lies and self-deceit. Your ancestors and your guides want you to go in a different direction. So they're here standing in the way of you walking into this web, through you believing that life is too hard, nothing is ever going to happen for you. You are just doubting that life can change for you. There is just a lot of doubt, but the divine is saying that that is self-sabotaging behavior, because when you are in that energy of doubting yourself, you steal your power away. You don't feel motivated, you don't feel excited, but your guides and your ancestors are beating the drum to remind you, to make you hear that you are meant for great things, absolutely. But at the same time, that your greatness is coming through challenges. I know that sucks to hear, but at the end of the day, it is the truth, and the truth will set you free. The swords are here, and they are information. The swords is the sword of truth. But we know that truth cuts deep. So these readings that I hear, I'm really working with my guides, my ancestors, the divine, to just give it to you like it is, so that you can finally see clearly the path that is ahead, and you can finally accept that if you're wanting to be that diamond that is so valuable, you have to be willing to accept the challenges that are here, but understanding that they are here for a reason. So when you're at the top of the mountain, you're here with your guides and your ancestors, and you're really excited about what's happening next, because now you've created the wealth. I was researching a while ago, and Capricorns came up as the most successful entrepreneurs, the business people that climb all the way to the top. And so I thought, wow, yes, that is interesting, because you are built with stamina. So don't get to halfway through up the top of the mountain and decide that it is too difficult to get all the way to the top. So your guides and your ancestors are wanting you to understand that the Wheel of Fortune is here, telling you that the winds of change are blowing, and Lady Luck is here. You will get your lucky break. But to get that lucky break, it is interesting for you to understand that being alone, being quiet is a good thing. It's interesting. It allows you time to grow. It allows you time to communicate with your guides and your ancestors. It allows you time to reassess your life decisions that you've made up to this point, to look at your beliefs. Are they empowering or do they create self-defeat? This is why the Hermit mode is here. So having the Winds of Change card being here, the divine is saying to you, you're being told that things are going to change, things are going to shift. Lady Luck is here to hear Lady Luck's voice, to listen to Lady Luck's guidance as she's shouting at you. You have to be silent, you have to be quiet, and this is why it is important for you to activate that Hermit mode. Okay, so our Karma card, the divine, is telling you that before you know it, you're not even going to care rather about whether karma has handled the situation anymore, because you understand that karma comes at divine timing. You're not even mad about everything that has happened in your past, because now you have healed, right? Now you're in a good place. And when you've healed in a good place, you don't really care that much about the past. So the divine is saying that you are going to be getting to the top of that mountain as the Queen of Wands. I told you before we got these cards that you're built to be royalty. You were built to climb all the way up to the top and to be a good queen who runs her kingdom with divine wisdom, with understanding. You have to be willing to look at your situation, understand your situation, and to learn and to grasp everything that you were taught. Because when you are given the baton and it is now your turn to run this kingdom, you're not going to burn it to the ground. No, you're going to be building something that is solid, amazing, and that is going to last for a long time. Okay, so you're not even going to care about karma handling a situation because you are busy creating something good. Okay, I was speaking yesterday about the energies of Saturn. Okay, and I was really like laying it down so that you can understand that your ruler, who's Saturn, is a malefic planet, and Saturn is a difficult energy to deal with, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? But what I forgot to say was, even though Saturn is a really difficult energy to deal with, Saturn sees the greatness that is within you, sees the royalty that is within you, and Saturn understands that you have to go on a journey of growth. And this is why Saturn doesn't just accept you to bring in an essay that is just quickly written out and you hand it in and you get an A or you pass. Saturn sees that greatness and wants to fine-tune, wants to really mold you into something that lasts a long time, because this is the whole purpose of Saturn being in your chart, is that it creates resilience, it creates mental agility, it gives you a grace that is like no other signs, because the grace that you're receiving, the grace that you have, is built from going through all the different challenges and is there with humility, because you know what it is like to fall down time and time again. So when other people are going through different and challenging situations, you understand on a deeper level and you're able to lift them up and raise them. You're able to inspire them. You're able to speak life into them. And this is why I'm saying to you, you are built different. The thing about Saturn that I didn't say yesterday is that once Saturn is finished with you and you get given that A star, you get given that award, because now you've truly stepped up to your true greatness. Saturn has really taken the time to chip away all the imperfections, and now you're shining like that diamond. Saturn starts showering you with blessings. You just start receiving blessings like no other. And this is the difference between Jupiter and Saturn. Everyone wants to be ruled by Jupiter, because Jupiter to me is like that energy where your aunt comes into your home, and Jupiter brings the sweets, Jupiter brings all the junk food. Jupiter's just like, yeah, there's some money, let's just enjoy yourself. And you're just like, yeah, but you haven't earned all these things. And then what happens? You go and eat all the sweets, you go and eat all that junk food, you go and spend that money on crazy things. And now you've got a stomach ache. Now you're not feeling so good. Now you've made some stupid mistakes with that money that you received. Because you didn't have the mental agility, you didn't have the wisdom, the knowledge, the know-how. And you were just like taking. And then when Jupiter leaves, Jupiter usually doesn't leave you with much wisdom. So you have to learn after you've received all these gifts and these blessings from Jupiter. But Saturn is the other way. With Saturn, you have to prove that you deserve that crown. You have to prove that you can run this kingdom. You have to prove that you are now that diamond. And then guess what happens now? Saturn is like, yes, now you get it. And here are now your blessings. And now you are able to shift, maneuver. You are able to go through any situation with grace. If for whatever reason, your kingdom, someone came and took all this away, Saturn knows that you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, and you have the stamina, the know-how to build your kingdom better than it was before. Whereas if Jupiter was here and you just received your crown, you were just given all these blessings, and when Jupiter leaves and someone comes and challenges you, you buckle and fall down because you don't have the stamina, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have what it takes for longevity. So now this is the difference. So when I was talking about Saturn yesterday, I think that maybe some people are like, oh no, Saturn's too hard. But actually, when you work with the energies, when you understand that everything is going to take time, Saturn is slow and steady, and Saturn is not going to care. Like I told you, Saturn does not care whether you cry because you fell off that mountain. Really go and learn and understand the energies of Saturn, because Saturn is a malefic. It is not a benevolent planet at all. Jupiter is benevolent, but Saturn is not. So when you start learning about your chart, and you start having that understanding about the energies that you were born with, this is how things get easy for you, because you understand the energies, the goddesses, the gods who are governing the energies that you were born with. Okay, so I truly want you to start understanding. This is why I spend more time with you, to really help you grasp the energies, the lessons. So when a challenge happens, you don't cry, you don't feel too sorry for you, you don't become a victim. Okay, so let's get back to the energies that are here. So you received the energies of the Two of Swords. Okay, I feel that the Two of Swords was here as well yesterday, but you know what happens when I'm doing readings? I am just in the moment, I'm just channeling the messages, I'm just giving it to you like it is. When the reading is finished, I close off all the energies and it is like, boom, I forget what the reading was all about. So it's like really difficult. Even my husband asks me like, what was the reading about? And I wouldn't know. Like literally 1 minute after I walk away, close off everything, I don't know what this reading was about. I have to actually go and watch it myself. Okay, so for some reason I feel that the Two of Swords was here. I'm going to pretend that it wasn't, so we can talk about these energies. The Two of Swords is giving you the clarification that is connected to our no evil can touch you card. So the divine is saying that again, as you're making decisions, as you're making choices, do not be afraid. Okay, listen to your intuition, because the Two of Swords is like a stalemate type of situation. You don't know which way to move. Sometimes you feel like you're backed into a corner, but the answer from the energies of the Two of Swords is you understanding that the answer comes from your intuition. When you're backed into a corner and you don't know what to do, sometimes you just have to strike. So even though this is a stalemate situation that is here, the divine is saying that when you connect intuitively, you are able to understand that you are protected, and you're able to start asking your guides, your guardian angels, which way you need to proceed to deal with any challenges. Because like you saw our card that is here, there just could be some unknowns, okay? There just could be something that is not seen that happens, but then you stop, You understand that your guides are here, they are protecting you, they are watching over you, and there's nothing for you to be afraid of. So you allow yourself time to go within and to ask your guides, your ancestors, the divine, for assistance, and then the divine starts to bring the answers that you need so that you can shift, you can move, you can do whatever it is that you need to do. So Capricorn, I forgot to give you something to say in the comment section below. Let's see. You can comment the Wheel of Fortune. I want to see who has watched this reading all the way to this point. Okay, so Lady Luck is here walking with you with the energies of the Wheel of Fortune. So I look forward to seeing who's watched this reading all the way here, because like I said, I really am putting my heart and my soul into this reading, especially Capricorn readings, because you just go through it. Okay, in the comment section yesterday, someone commented that they have a moon Capricorn and a sun Capricorn and a rising Scorpio, and whew, that is a hard placement. If there is another sign who really has it hard, there'll be Scorpios, because Scorpio, you're constantly going through a death and rebirth, and you have to be comfortable with working and walking in the valleys and the shadow of death, because being ruled by Pluto or having that Pluto energy, it is all about always rebirth, death, building yourself, and then you start again. And then it is a very interesting energy. So yeah, I was just like, wow, you have it hard for sure. For me, I am maybe I'll post my chart. If there's astrologers out there, let me know. I'll post my chart and you can study it and you can gain a more understanding. I'm a Capricorn rising, Sagittarius sun, and a Cancer moon. That is what makes this body that is here. Okay, so beloved, I'm gonna leave you on that note. If you found value in this reading, as usual, please do give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you very soon. It is a goodbye from me.